Hey, Slot Car Land, how's everybody doing? It's time once again for a recap of Race 6 of the Central Washington Championship Series held last Sunday at Stan's house. We had a great time. It was Auto World Thunderjet 500 Ultra G's, Unlimited Magnet Car, and the Promoter's Choice race, which was, since we did Carreras the week before, Stan decided to do micro scale electrics cars this week, which was kind of fun. One of the tires was really hard, but it was great fun. So let's go. First off, let's go take a look at some highlights from the Auto World Thunderjet 500 Ultra G race. So let's go take a look at some highlights, and we'll see who won.
Yeah, it tastes like anybody been talking to Skip. Go. Yeah, what's that noise? Is it supposed to sound like that? Not really. Oh, right there, down. The red. I didn't test it in red lane.
Aiden, put your fingers in your ears and you won't hear that noise.
I think I only tested this in one lane, so I might be in trouble. See your sticker. I almost didn't see your sticker.
Oh, watch out for the straightaway. Oh.
You right back to well, it looks like
oh, hey now!
Heck yeah. Yeah, I figured that out. Can we do a rerun? Was your body on too tight? Yeah. Thought it felt funny. That little bit of roll. Yeah, it makes a difference. It really does. Go through the corners better. Yeah, now you're just overlapping everybody. Blame the mechanic. Blame the mechanic.
My head crew chief is now fired.
My head crew chief and mechanic are now fired. It was too tight. 2 positions open.
Yeah. Apply it Nick's Racing.
Yeah.
Nick Racing.
I can't believe I did that. Apply it nickracing-pasco.com.
Yeah.
All right, so great action. A lot of chaos for some reason in that race. There's a lot of chaos in that race. I hope you guys caught some of that. I hope I got some of it in there for you. Really cool stuff. Really fun. Elijah won it with 109. Nick in second. These two guys are going to be fighting it out for this championship in this class. I can see it now. Nick was second with 97. Shaden with a big third for 94 laps. John in fourth with 93. Aiden with 89. Me with 84. Then Stan at 81. A really bad day for Stan there in seventh. And eighth was Brian at 72. So Stan really did not do well in the Auto World class, so really tough on him that day. So next up was the Unlimited Magnet Cars. That is the featured race this week. It is up on the channel. Go check it out. All 8 heats are up already. Go check it out. Some great action, some really funny stuff, some cars all over the joint flying off the racetrack, and some really fast laps and some really good racing as well. So me and Brian went back and forth in a heat. Until Brian went flying off, but it was great. So go check it out. So Stan once again won Unlimited Magnet Car. That's 2 in a row in that class with 172. I was 10 laps back in second with 162. Aiden with a big third in the Unlimited Magnet Cars at 158. Brian at 145. Nick at 143. John at 143, Elijah at 142, so Elijah had a bad day. He finished 7th there, so him and Stan kind of flipped spots there. And Shaden was in last with 118. We got some work to do on his car before the next race. We still got two more times with that class, so we're going to have to see what works out. Both of those will be after the fray, so we'll have to see what happens there. So let's go on to the Promoter's Choice race. Like I said before, this is micro scale electrics cars. One of them is in yellow lane, which is a very tall car, and then the rest of them are all sports cars. So it's kind of an offset thing to whoever ran in yellow lane, or was it red? It was red lane. Whoever ran in red lane and got the most laps would have won this class. So let's go take a look at some highlights, and we'll get back to see who won it.
Right.
Yeah, and that's my car too.
Oh, I've got the truck. Okay.
At least I'll be good with that one. Goodbye. Well, it's not going to be tires on this Ferrari. It is so hard. Oh, there needs to be a NASCAR body on this thing, Stan. He's screaming for his life.
Yeah, I probably should have warned him.
Yeah, hear it? Saying, I want oil! I want oil!
I never even thought about that. Oh, it took you down. Oh, hey, yeah, we go.
Oh, hey now!
Hey,
Oh, come on!
Lucked out there.
Somebody you should take that thing with a fruit Ferrari in the can.
yeah, well, I was going to, but it's too expensive. I just instead took it down to the corner gas station.
Oh, that's not bad.
Is that one a little better than Red Elijah?
Yeah. I mean, Red handled okay, it was just a better. The tires were slow.
The noise drove me crazy. Couldn't hear the engine rev over the noise of gear train.
Whoa! I had to keep doing that.
Skipping that whole part of the track.
Right?
All right, so fun action, really fun cars. They lasted all the way through. We had to adjust some braids because those are braids on those cars a couple of times to get them to run right. If you were running it and it was having issues, you had to straighten the braids back out, and it was perfectly fine. But Stan ended up taking that with 199. Elijah in second with 197. Really close race. And Nick in third with 196. Aiden at 194, me at 91, Brian at 91, Shaden at 85, and John at 84. So, a lot of fun racing that day. A lot of great fun. So, let's take a look and see what that race did to the points. Let's talk about class first. Auto World has now got it. Like I said, Auto World now has a tie for first between Elijah and Nick. And I think that's going to be, it's going to come down to those two guys to see who takes that class championship there. They're both tied at 90. Shaden, he did a really good job. Bumped a third. That podium in third has brought him to third in points at 65 in that class. Aiden at 62, Stan at 61, John at 60, I'm at 52, Shane is at 26, who didn't make this weekend, and Brian's at 24. So they're like 35 points. Oh, no, 25. 25 points ahead of Shaden, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Still 2 races to go in that class as well. Both of those will be after the Fray weekend. So we got 2 races to go before the Fray, and then we have 4 races after we get back from the Fray. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. If we look at the overall points championship, we have a tie at the top of the leaderboard. Stan and Elijah are tied at 226. We'll talk about how the tiebreak works here in a minute. I'm in third with a 450. Nick in fourth with 424. Shaden is in fifth with 384. Brian in sixth with 353. John's in seventh with 352. Aiden is in 8th with 349. Shane in 9th, who missed this weekend, at 152. And then Robert at 59 and Travis at 58. The first tiebreaker is weekend wins. They're both tied. They both have 2 weekend wins apiece. So that's not going to break the tie. The third tiebreaker, if there's a tie in points, is we go back and we take the highest points total that was thrown out and we put that back into the mix and see what that does. It gives Stan a 3-point lead right now in the championship. So we do have we are now taking 2 throwaways out. Stan's one is a 0 because he missed around because he was in South Dakota racing with them. So it wasn't fair to put the lowest back in, so we're putting the highest total back in. Stan's highest is 118. Elijah's highest is 115. So Stan now has a 3-point lead in the championship. So it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be tight all the way down to the wire. So very, very cool. So next round is this coming weekend. We're back at Nick's house once again. This time we're at the top of the run. We're running T-Jets and DK4 cars and then whatever promoter's choice Nick comes up with. So we'll have to see how that works and go from there, and we'll pick a race to be the featured race from that one. I want to talk about the race after that. The second race of February is not going to be taped. That entire round will be live streamed at Stan's house because I'm not going to have time to do any editing because we race that Sunday, then I have Monday, I got to go to work, and then Tuesday morning we leave for the fray. So we're not going to be able to do any editing that week. So I'm going to live stream the entire race. That is the February, what date is that? Let me check the schedule. The schedule says February 26th. At Stan. So the 26th of February, that race will be live streamed. So the entire day, like I did the other day, will be live streamed. It'll be a high camera. The phone will be up high, pointing down at the racetrack. So you won't be able to see the monitor or anything. But that's the only way we're going to be able to tape that round because I'm not going to have time for editing because it takes me at least 3 to 4 days to edit these featured races, and I won't have time to do it because we'll be off to the fray. So just be on the lookout for that live stream that day. Just we'll put the camera on and turn it on while at 10 o'clock Pacific time when practice starts, and it'll just run all day, and you guys can pop in and out, watch the action, and all that kind of stuff. So have a great, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for the next video. There's going to be a Look What the Mailman Brought video up today as well, so be able to check that out. Also check out the featured race of the Unlimited Magnet cars. A lot of great fun, a lot of great action. I hope you guys are having a great time. And remember, keep that pin in the slot. Keep them wheels on the downside. Keep racing slot cars. And I'll see you guys in the next video.